Hello everyone. Today I will tell you a story. The story is titled, Peaceful Corner. Tama's afternoon nap in the sun. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you appreciate me. You can skip this if you don and oppose. Like this video. Thank you very much. The story begins as follows. It was one of those ordinary afternoons that didn't plan to become special. The clock ticked lazily past noon, the house was calm, and the outside world seemed to slow down under the gentle heat of the sun. I was doing small daily tasks, washing a cup, checking my phone, glancing out the window. Nothing exciting, nothing worth remembering. And yet, this was exactly when Tama decided to turn the day into something meaningful. Tama, my dog, had been following me around all morning. Wherever I went, I could hear his soft footsteps behind me, like a loyal shadow with four paws. After lunch, he suddenly stopped. He walked toward the corner near the window, where the sunlight spilled onto the floor like warm honey. He circled twice, carefully, as if choosing the perfect spot, then slowly lowered himself down. From my vlog-style point of view, it looked like a simple moment. No background music, no dramatic action, just Tama stretching his legs, letting out a small sigh, and resting his head on the floor. His ears relaxed, his breathing became slow and steady, and his tail gave one final gentle wag before complete stillness. The sunlight touched his fur, making it glow softly. Dust floated in the air, dancing like tiny stars. Outside, a motorbike passed, a bird chirped once, and then everything went quiet again. Tama didn't react. He was fully present in that moment, as if the world existed only in that warm square of light. I stood there longer than I expected, watching him sleep. I realized something simple but powerful. While I was busy thinking about tasks, plans, and tomorrow, Tama had already chosen peace. He didn't need permission. He didn't need a reason. He just rested when his body and heart told him to. As Tama slept, I quietly sat nearby, almost afraid that moving too much would wake him. From this close, I could see every tiny detail. His chest rose and fell in a calm rhythm. His nose twitched slightly, maybe chasing a dream. Once in a while, his paw moved, as if he were running somewhere far away, perhaps in a field full of smells only dogs can understand. This was not a content moment planned for a vlog. It wasn't loud or funny, but it was real. And because it was real, it felt deeply comforting. I noticed how the sunlight slowly shifted as time passed. The bright patch on the floor moved inch by inch, and Tama moved with it without fully waking up. Just a small adjustment, keeping himself wrapped in warmth. Watching him, I felt my own shoulders relax. My breathing slowed. The noise in my head faded. In our daily lives, we often chase excitement. We think happiness must be big, colorful, and shared loudly. But Tama reminded me that joy can also be quiet. Joy can be a nap. Joy can be warmth on your back. Joy can be doing absolutely nothing, and doing it fully. This afternoon nap wasn't lazy. It was necessary. Tama had played, eaten, and explored the morning. Now he rested. There was no guilt in his sleep, no rush to be productive. He trusted that the world would wait. Through the lens of everyday vlog life, this moment felt honest. If someone were watching, they might think, nothing is happening. But in truth, something very important was happening. A living being was listening to his body and choosing care over pressure. As Tama slowly woke up, stretching and blinking at the fading sunlight, I felt like I had learned a quiet lesson without attending a class. In today's fast-paced world, we often forget how to rest properly. We scroll while tired, work while exhausted, and even relax with guilt. Tama showed me a different way, one that is simple, honest, and deeply human. This story connects closely to our modern lives. We are surrounded by notifications, expectations, and constant comparison. We feel the need to always be doing something. But just like Tama, we need moments where we allow ourselves to pause. Rest is not weakness. Rest is maintenance for the soul. From Tama's peaceful nap, I want to share a few practical pieces of advice you can apply today. First, listen to your body. When you feel tired, don't ignore it. Acknowledge it kindly. Second, create a small sunlight corner in your life. It doesn't have to be literal sunlight. It can be a habit, a place, or a moment that brings you calm. Third, stop judging yourself for resting. Productivity without balance leads to burnout, not success. Finally, remember that happiness doesn't always arrive loudly. Sometimes it quietly curls up beside a window and falls asleep in the sun. If you slow down enough to notice these moments, life becomes warmer, softer, and more meaningful, just like that peaceful afternoon with Tama.